Well, it's time to continue God of War. Game with lots of horrifying violence. So, and last time Helios, the god of sun, lost his head. Which is good, because where I am now is dark. And I mean very dark. That means dark, very dark, dark. But luckily enemies also are sensitive to light, which makes it very handy to just flash them in the eyes. To flash them in the eyes a little bit more and slaughter them. Very, very simple. Lots of pillages. Sorry about that coffee sound. Oh, a bridge. What do I have here? Cockroaches. Flashy sound. To mutilate. More mutilations. Flash. More mutilatings and even more mutilatings. Yes, Kratos has a patent, tried and true method how to get rid of whatever creatures those are. Are they harpies or whatever? He just grabs them by the wings, pulls them off, and while he's at it, yeah, absolutely brutal but very functional method. And of course, knowing that those creatures are about as squishy as something can be. Yes, and luckily Helios can see through all kinds of illusionary deceptions. Like the fact that you boys probably don't like bright lights, which is bad for you. Yeah, now look at that. Is he? I wonder, is Helios still in a sense sentient while he's at that quite headless state? Because if he is, he's having a very unpleasant times. And if I remember right, oh yeah, there was no place to go. Oh, and another one of those. Take it this and take it that. Beat on to bits. And knowing that Kratos has enough physical strength to just, well, not that the fact that he can lift the guy, although better say that guy did look a bit of squishy. Oh yeah, he went down to the pit. Yeah, and luckily the light stays on. I don't know what kind of light it is. Is this some kind of light absorbing and glowy stuff? But looks like some kind of structure is ahead. Yeah, Kratos got some head.
It's getting close.
I told you, I cannot help you.
But you're the only one who can. I know it. I trust you.
You shouldn't.
That kind of what's the word? Introspection about your own being is actually a mark of actually quite well I don't know what I was saying. Well, I was saying that God of War does have bits better script than you would expect from a game which basic idea is to just rampage through, find the Greek all kinds of characters from Greek mythology and rampage them and kill them with some very horrifying ways, and as a supreme badass he was scared even the Greek pantheon is pants-shippingly scared of. But yeah, I guess that's kind of introspection and in a sense of guilt, which makes Kratos a good character. Not exactly the most complicated or multi-dimensional character, but sufficiently complicated character for this genre. More complicated than, well, yeah, he's actually more complicated character than most of the villains of this game or this series. Well, Hades had a really good motivation about being for why he was angry at Kratos, but oops! Oh yeah, this was a bonusy place. But yeah. Fucking bug. Yeah, those were actually quite tough. Or maybe I hadn't leveled up most efficiently, or maybe I was just not being smart enough. But let me see. Oh yes, I can actually level up my Blades of Exile. Well, those big blades Kratos uses and which are molten to his hands. Yes, they are molten to his hands. Meaning say that they have those hurdles, and of course, as they are divinely powered, he doesn't have to worry about any kind of chains tangling up or any unpleasant like you take this. I don't want you to. Yeah, it's in a sense quite boring that the God of War does have very flashy, pretty moves, but usually those more simplistic maneuvers are those which actually are the most useful. Like this, you can just spam this. Of course, those are quite difficult to make maneuvers if you are facing more than one enemy. But if you are not facing if you are facing more than just one enemy, especially if it's one of those not so frighteningly strong, vicious enemies, you can actually cope quite well. Let's see, that was a save spot, but I'm not gonna use it yet. But I'm gonna grab this, and this hot air will provide lift. Lots of it. Look at that. Kratos can also fly. Actually, he doesn't fly, he just glides up with his Icarus wings. And this is actually very impressive. graphical style. Yeah, gameplay was this is simple, just run around, but this is actually really brings out the scale how big God of War is, how huge structures they are. Although this is a tall corridor, yes, but I couldn't say this. Oh shit! Could this be the actually biggest thing in this game? Oh damn it! And of course, the more difficult level of the game, the more damage you take, which actually I find it to be quite sloppy method to add difficulty, because it actually doesn't make it more interesting. Just yeah, you're a titan, a big one. Why are you fucking attacking me? Well, you attacked me, so I attack you back. Sorry, now I just turned my side to the Olympian side by killing a titan, or at least not, maybe not killing, but at least hurting it a lot. And of course, now the whole place is still collapsing. Well, of course it is collapsing. Kratos is making this whole place collapse. Being Kratos. Ouch, damn it. Not there. Sideways. But yeah. Olympus is about to be scrapped to thousands of bits. And Kratos is the one about to be do that, just that. Oh, that's those big rocks. And yes, once again, in a sense, quite simplistic gameplay, but when you add very impressive setting, or let's say good set pieces, it becomes a true classic. One of the... I'm gonna avoid that huge piece of rock. I wonder what drops them. Well, I don't know what drops them, but they still drop. And not all of them are even coming towards you, they're just there to look great. Which they do quite well. And of course, Light of Helios can also reveal that kind of chests. Phoenix Feather. And up again. But what is giving me now lift? But in this case, just try to keep as much as corridor visible at you so you don't crash into things. Oh, very small holes, but he still maneuvers through them. Yep, Kratos is a supreme badass. A huge amount, big bouncy rocks flaming towards him, but he doesn't care because he's a supreme badass. A guy whose corpse tally list of killed things is very long, and that's big architecture. Bit boring, just square boxes, but very impressive. And that blue glowing light must be very important. And even more of this ominous, but in a sense beautiful song again. I do say that pacing-wise God of War games, or at least this one, is well made, as in that you can... There's moments of action, yes, of course, there's moments of action, but there's also moments of large, lavish sets, and camera work is actually very good. You can see that actually how massive this place is. And despite there being this being actually a cutscene, it's not. Kratos can do his things as much as he does. And more big swings, and not so big swings, but wide circular wings. I wonder what kind of material that is. It looks some kind of cable. Cables are more strong than chains, and enemies, just those basic henchmen you can easily slaughter with your bare hands, which is exactly what Kratos does. I wonder where he does take the grip to tear man apart from his midsection. Does he just ram his fist to the chest? And because I believe somewhat horrifyingly some other softer bits he grabs and might tear up before. Oh, what the hell are you up to? That's not nice at all. Yes, I am disturbing your work. I will disturb your work more. No, I am not gonna be friendly towards you. No, you are... I will put you down for being annoying ass. And don't you even think about... Well, take some stabbies. And some flashy lights as well. And... I'm gonna wrestle down. Toro. Head off. Well, actually not head removal, just... When you are alone, meaning I can just easily hammer you to bits. Toro. Your head, your neck is out of place. Yeah, those, and of course, those things don't care about their own lives, they just want to stop you. But looking by these guys, they don't seem to be quite alive. But then again, Kratos has never been too picky about are his enemies alive or dead. He's just gonna... He mayhemizes them anyways. Alright, you cockroaches. No, you are not coming here to drop me to the bloody pit. And just to make sure that you're not gonna even try it, I'm gonna bring forth the blade. Don't you even think about that, you little bug. Actually, you're not a little bug, you're a big bug. Toro, 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 Toro. Stay. Heal! Nope. Don't. Hey, that's the last time you're gonna do anything like that. Understood? Hey, bully boy. I heard you shack cows. Well, go shag them. Oh, and more of those enemies. You're going down, boy. And luckily those chains are still sturdy enough so I can just... Oh yeah, now it's time to give some fiery rampage to... Stay! And don't you even think about that, you hey bully boy. I'm gonna keep mauling at you. Toro! Stay! Dead! Good Toro, you're dead. Any more? No, this part of the structure has been shaped up. Yeah, and no more need for the lifty thing. And who might be that guy?
Look who it is! Kratos, the ghost of Sparta. The fallen god. The cursed mortal.
To catch a fly from the ass of Zeus is not worth my time.
A coward's words, Kratos. You don't try to catch me because you know you can't.
That... yeah.
Kratos, where are you off to today? Kill any family members lately? Oh, that's right. You're off to kill your father, Zeus. Won't happen, can't happen. Kratos is on a fool's errand. Again. Never, never learn. Never, never change. Kratos the fool who killed his own blood. Kratos the fool among mortals and gods. Forever, ever cursed. Forever, ever doomed. Consumed by vengeance to his last breath. The Spartan lights the way to dusty death.
Where was he trying to be witty? Because those... those... what was that? If that was meant to be poetry, it was really stumpy, and he was stupid. He just added himself to the Kratos' shit list, or say to kill list. Yeah, Hermes, messenger of the gods, just made himself a target to ex-god of war, ex-henchman of titans, all-time very vicious bastard. I don't know about bastard, but very vicious man, capable of ripping off heads. And big set piece again. That's where the game started. One of the games started, yes. But yeah, actually in Greek mythology, Hermes was a trickster and all kinds of you could call him to be a patron of common man, as he was the patron of merchants, thieves, scoundrels, traveling. Also as a psychopomp, he delivered the dead to the river Styx, where they would well, they would then have to deal with the ferryman Charon, who, well, he did his job and he wanted to be paid, and well, you had to be a real great badass of caliber or something to get a free ride from him, but you don't. Not many did that. Kratos has gotten a free ride from Charon by killing him. But that's another game. But there's this immense flame of Olympus, and it's time to also go and save before that happens. And as this I'm gonna save, I'm also gonna end this session right there. So I'll see you next time. See ya.